You are welcome to Travel and Work. We bring you latest updates, news and information about traveling, working, studying and living abroad. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, you are welcome and I hope you are doing great. Last year 2023, the UK government said that they issued 100,000 care workers visas with over 120,000 dependent visas. This means over 220,000 people came to the UK, and this is quite alarming. This is because they brought out a 5-point plan to cut down net migration, as they want to drastically reduce the care visa, and they think the best way to do so was to stop care workers from bringing dependents. At some point many people were worrying because they thought care workers included nurses, doctors, medical scientists, operational therapists, but apparently it wasn't. It was the carers and senior care workers that were affected, and they clarified that with specific occupation codes. The job occupation code for carers was 6145 and for senior carers, it was 6146. This is the category of professions or category of people who can no longer bring their dependents to the UK. This will only affect people just coming to work as carers or as senior care assistant. Nurse associates are not part of this. Those affected are all those under the care assistant, care workers, senior care and domiciliary care. If you're already in the care worker visa in the UK, let's say you had your visa last month before the 5 points plan was announced, the new rules will not affect you. Carers and senior carers will be allowed to remain with their dependent family members, including extending their visas, changing employers within these codes and even settlement. All these new changes will not affect you. It will only affect those who got their visa after the immigration rules changed. If you got your visa before the rules changed, you will still be able to bring your dependents during your sponsorship on this visa. If you are already here, there is no need to rush to bring in your family members. If you intend to bring them a year later or 2 years from now, you will be okay. There's no need to panic. Please listen to this. If you are already in the UK on another type of visa and you want to switch to a care job in the UK and you are switching after this new immigration rules have come into effect, unfortunately for you, you will not be allowed to bring your dependents. This is because you were granted your visa after the changes were made. For instance, if you have been on a student visa for so many years and you switch to a care worker's visa, after the new rules, unfortunately you will not be able to bring your dependents. If you want to be able to bring your dependents, you will need to apply for jobs that will require you to be able to bring your dependents to the UK. If you do not have dependents, that is absolutely fine, as no dependent rules will apply to you. Unfortunately for some, the immigration changes have come into effect. At the moment, if you secure a job as a carer or senior carer, you won't be allowed to bring your dependents. If you are about to travel to the UK from abroad and you already got your visa before the new rules apply, then you can bring your dependents. So, I will talk about care providers right now. Care providers who are sponsoring but are non-regulated at the moment and were not registered with CQC before the rules change, should be able to continue sponsoring these workers, including for extensions of their visa on those terms. It is important that they must not hire new care workers. From now on, only companies regulated by the CQC are allowed to employ carers from abroad and give sponsorship. Also, the new salary threshold does not apply to old carers, senior carers and domiciliary workers. The reason the new threshold does not apply is because employers will find it difficult to be able to pay their carers, senior workers and domiciliary staff a high percentage of wage. So there is a limit to the amount that can be paid out. This only applies to the health care at the moment. It is said that this will be reviewed in spring 2024. Occupations like accountancy, IT jobs will apply the new salary threshold because those are on a different job levels. This is solely because the national pay scales apply to carers and also teachers. Having said all this, the new changes are likely to be implemented from April of 2024. I hope I have been able to clarify many fears and doubts regarding not being able to bring your dependents from abroad. If you are already on a care visa, you do not need to worry about this, as it does not apply to you. I will wrap up here. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, if it has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.